how's it going, people? Welcome to the sixth quarter, and today we have a bit of a discussion because obviously tonight Lakers are facing Timberwolves. Obviously, it's an away game for Lakers, it's at Minnesota, and the biggest question is who will take actually proper control of this series because in the first game, Wolves won, and that was at the Staples Center. In the second game, of course, Lakers took it back. So it's 1-1 in the series, everything shifts to Minnesota, and to be honest, everything is up for grabs. But I kind of get the feeling, this will sound very weird given the situation of what just happened in Los Angeles, but at the same time, who is going to win this game, I think, could actually take the series. Because this is like kind of David versus Goliath type of situation going on, because they, on one side, you have the big dogs like LeBron James, Luka Doncic, the LA Lakers, basically a team that has almost everything to lose if they go out, because it feels like with trading away Anthony Davis, it now looks like they're gonna try and shift the momentum, they're gonna go in a different way, and basically Doncic more effective technically than Davis in that regard, and they're gonna try and go that route. Because they were the third seed, they have the rights and everything, they did all the right, not the right things, but necessary things to basically try at least and go deep into the playoffs, right? And as I said, they have pretty much everything to lose. Because on the other hand, as I said, the David, it's Minnesota Timberwolves. They have Anthony Edwards, they have Julius Randle, ex-Lakers player who definitely is playing with some chip on their shoulders. They have Rudy Gobert, which is then like 50-50 one. They have Conley and everything, which were basically, again, they are trying to establish themselves like consistent, like year in, year out playoff team. Yes, they maybe have made it, but overall, you want to see them basically every single year in the playoffs. And to be honest, with Randle, with Edwards, you would expect that, definitely. And this is the case where they have everything to gain. Genuinely everything to gain. They have some experienced players in the playoffs. They have some young players in the playoffs. You kind of can look at it from the perspective that it's just a learning curve still, and the next season, that will be the time. At the same time, if they manage to basically top Lakers in 7-game series, it will be massive for them. Not just for the momentum, not just for themselves, but maybe even for free agency during the summer and next season to carry on the momentum. Now, if we look in the last 10 games, as you can see, the Lakers, they have done, I would say, bang average. To be honest, they have 1 loss, 2 wins, loss. Basically, they have 6 wins and 4 losses, which is almost a 50-50 ratio, which is not bad. As you can see, they got blown out by Timberwolves, and to be honest, by 22 points, and then by 9 they beat them in the second game. And if you look actually at Wolves' 10 games, right, it's something not so similar. Wolves actually have gotten more wins. They have 8 wins, 2 losses, which is actually much better. In the meantime, they'll only lost to Milwaukee, and the second loss obviously came in the game 2 against the Lakers, which is actually quite good. Wolves are a very exciting team to watch. I'm not gonna lie. They have these intricate defensive strategies. They have the way they attack. Edwards is feels like 100 miles an hour only forward. He definitely is a very electric player. He's still to some very much, I think, the kind of up and coming player, if you get what I mean. Still trying to establish his name. And if he can top LeBron, if he can top Doncic, the Lakers in general, that definitely will basically make some extra effort and bigger advantages for him going forward, as long as he avoids, obviously, injuries. But Lakers, since the Luka trade, if I did my math correctly, they have gone 33-12, which is actually pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. And, 33-12, that's kinda, is it? Lakers have gone 33. I think I did my math wrong. I kinda think. I'm very sorry if it's wrong, but they have a positive record. I think they have about... Luka definitely didn't play 45 games there. 45 half the season. He got traded in February early. 2.5 months. They played about... maybe actually it could be true. Maybe not. But overall, Lakers look better with Luka. I'm not gonna lie, because Luka is a constant threat every single game. And as you can see at the bottom, Luka Doncic has averaged 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists in 28 games for the Lakers in his career. Basically, it's actually kind of nuts. I kind of screwed up the metric here. It's 45 games. I miscounted. I genuinely miscounted. I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, it was what? 20 and 8, something like that. Basically, Luka definitely has improved. Plus, he is less injury prone than Anthony Davis, which is actually quite massive. However, there is the big but which could shift the game. I'm very sorry about this graphic. I kind of didn't look it through because it was done a bit in a rush, but it is what it is. I'm very sorry. This is a new channel. I'm going as the crow flies. I'm trying to figure things out. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in comments below. But yeah, as you can see, this is from the game 2. This is from the game 2. As you can see, Julius Randle, he did his thing. 27 points. Anthony Edwards as well did his thing, 25 points. You could say that. But overall, the plus minus says it all, doesn't it? -9, Randle had -14. And the worst one was Dante DiVincenzo, -17. And to some extent, if you look, Rudy Gobert, he's not the most prolific scorer, but if you can get him going, he could provide some points. But only 6 boards and only 6 points for such a guy, it is kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie, he definitely needs to step up. Jaden McDaniels as well, you would expect better of him. Genuinely would expect better of him, 100%. However, if you look at the other end of the spectrum, Lakers are doing actually a pretty damn good job. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, you have the usual suspects that are scoring points. LeBron James, nearly a triple-double. And they obviously have Luka Doncic, also nearly a triple-double, which is phenomenal, and this is everything you basically more or less can expect. Triple-double or near triple-double from both of them, which definitely will give them an extra opportunity to win games. But here comes the kicker. They need for the other players to step up. Austin Reeves kind of did it, 7 of the 14 of the field. He didn't hit any three-pointers, which is a bit worrisome. However, he actually facilitated the ball really well, which is actually quite nice to see, and that definitely will play some massive role going forwards. But the thing is, if if Austin Reeves can improve on his three-point shooting, I kind of get the feeling that Lakers will win this series. If he doesn't shoot bricks, 0 out of 6, but even if he scores 2 out of 6, 3 out of 6 even, if not better, Lakers are gonna take the series. But I think this third game, and in many of these scenarios where games are quite close, or either one team blows out one time, other team blows out the other time, it's very, very mix and match if you ask me. JJ Redick, the Lakers coach, said it himself. Every single playoff game is different. On one game, you can have basically a shoot-around. You score everything, and the score is like 130 against 139, right? It's very close, yet it's a massive amount of points. Other game, it's pretty much a bore fest. It's like 89-90, for example. Very close, very nervy ending, but everyone focuses on defense. And you never know what to expect. All of a sudden, for example, Jordan Goodwin catches fire. Or Gabe Vincent catches fire, and he's the X factor for the game. Same goes for, obviously, for Timberwolves as well. Obviously, you expect Randle to do good. You expect Edwards to do good. But what if Mike Conley catches fire and he all of a sudden scores about 20 points? What if Rudy Gobert somehow actually can score some points and he scores about 15, 20? It literally, every single team has a certain player that can take and get it over the line. So yesterday, obviously, we talked about Clippers versus Nuggets for me, which is the most exciting series in the Western Conference, obviously. But to some extent, this is also very exciting, but for a bit different reason. Because for me, this series specifically is like David versus Goliath. You can kind of also maybe make it for Warriors versus Rockets, but it's a bit different story. It's a bit different situation. Here, it's like stars versus, like, I want to say a team a bit more, because I'm not gonna lie, the way I see this going, it can go two ways. The team that's gonna win the third game, I think, is gonna win the series. Whether it's gonna be the Lakers or Wolves remains to be seen, obviously. For me personally, I kind of hope it's Wolves. Obviously, if it's Lakers, it gives more viewership to the NBA, and money-wise, that would be quite fantastic for them. But overall, I think there is a possibility the Wolves edge it. They are the 6th seed, obviously, but one thing you cannot deny is Doncic and LeBron. They both have experience. They all have been there and done that. Obviously, Doncic hasn't won the NBA title, but it's a bit different story. LeBron, more specifically, he has done it all. He knows what it takes. So also, I wouldn't kind of rule out him stepping up big time and taking it over the line as well. So this for me is also kind of a toss-up, basically a coin toss. But I can see Timberwolves getting it over the line. but I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I think Lakers have enough experience to do it away as well. Their record as well says it a lot, let's be real. So let me know in comments what you think, how do you feel about this game, who is gonna win and how that's gonna go. But definitely, another game where stars play against, big stars play against a team that people give chance, but not. But maybe you could say they are a bit of a dark horses, especially if Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley can get their act together to some extent. So time only will tell, of course. But yeah, for now I am out. Enjoy the game and let me know what you think down in comments below. Peace.